Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So, women, especially young ones, like the one that you see here, think that hitting the wall is some type of scare tactic that men thought of to say to women. And that's so erroneous till it's not even funny, because the men aren't scared of the wall. It's women who realize that they're at the wall. And young women like this one that I'm about to allow you to hear her reasoning. She done bought into Black Twitter feminism, right? Social media feminism. This one, you could tell she done swallowed all that stuff. And so she's going to be trying to go in on, I think she's trying to go in on somebody in particular, but she's talking in more of a general kind of way about male validation and blah, 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 blah. You need look no further than the Brittany Renners of the world. It's being shown in real time. And the amount of cognitive dissonance that these women can come up with is astounding, to try to get away from the realities of what's actually being shown to them in real life. So I'm going to let you hear her talk, and then I'm going to let you hear an older woman that know better talk about the wall. But the reason why I want you to listen to the young lady is because, young ladies, this is how you hit the wall. Listening to this stuff, because it makes you feel better to not even think that the wall is an actual emotional space that you get to. It is actually a physical place you get to a certain degree as well. Like, you get there biologically. This is how y'all hit this wall, because y'all listening to each other and you ain't lived life yet. And you're not looking at women who have already crossed that marker to see where their lives have ended up. It's not pretty. And they're not exceptions to the rule. The wall is the rule. And there are exceptions, but very few, far in between. The only time a woman can avoid the wall is if she's married and she gets older with her husband. She don't hit no wall, because the stuff that women are worried about at the wall, she ain't worried about. But I'm going to let you hear this foolishness. Tell me if you heard it before. Here we go.
And you're losing it. And that is why women begin to panic.
Hit the wall. Girl, bye. You got married at 39 and gave birth at 40. You sound traumatized by misogyny. I'll tell you that, and a few things about this wall you're talking about. So have a seat. That imaginary wall has been used time and time again by and other deranged individuals obsessed with 17 to 19-year-old girls to justify their tendencies. It's also a powerful misogynistic tool to convince women to stop being so picky, lower their standards, and settle for the first mediocre man to take them out on a date 2 weeks in a row. A lot of men know they don't have much emotional intelligence to offer, and a lot of inner psychological work to do that they're either too afraid, too alpha, or not willing to do. So they tell women, I bet you're 30 and single, and you're going to die alone with 4 cats every chance they get, in the hopes that enough men say the same to women around them, and somewhere down the line, a woman will be stupid enough to marry him. You live and breathe for the male gaze and approval. That's why you panicked, probably when you turned 25 and hadn't given birth for the 3rd time yet. I mean it when I say you sound like a traumatized victim of misogyny. And that's
We gonna stop her right there. Po thing. She gonna be at the wall. Sometimes the wall don't wait till you get old. Sometimes it hit you when you're young. She's in delusion right now. She call herself going off or whatever. She really thinks she eating with the way that she's talking and what she's talking about. Nobody see they run to the men are mediocre and the men aren't any good, and this is why we're not being chosen, because there's nothing to be chosen by, or there are not any worthy men out there to be husbands or to be try to be chosen by these men, which is nothing more than a deflection, because what's the quality of women? What really is the quality of these women? These women don't even have good humanitarian senses and sensibilities. When the last time you seen any of these women help anybody from an altruistic standpoint, or help animals, or do anything? Everything is selfish. Everything is about my happiness and my perspective and how I feel about a certain situation and how things are affecting me. Never about, well, how does my behavior and thoughts and actions affect the people around me? Am I a positive influence or negative one? Are people negatively impacted or are they positively impacted? Do not listen to this, young ladies. Do not listen to that. Oh, men aren't emotionally intelligent. Women are the ones that can't even truly express themselves properly from an emotional standpoint. They really want men to be mind readers and all that type of stuff. It's not going to happen. Okay? It's not happening. Women cry and throw tantrums because they can't truly express how they are really feeling. Brittany Renner and anybody. She's felt a way about the father of her child. And instead of being honest and being able to express what those emotions were, either because she couldn't or because she was too ashamed of what the emotions really were, she decided to throw a tantrum. This is modern women. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it back to the first woman that actually says what it really is.
So if women don't hit the wall, and the wall, we all know the wall isn't a good place to be for a woman. If she's later in her age, she's 28 to 35, 45, and don't have no kids, the wall isn't a good place. We all know you're competing with younger women. And what if a woman let herself go and she's an attractive? So now you're competing with slender woman, younger women, attractive woman. What do you expect going to happen if you're competing with younger woman, attractive woman, slender, petite woman? You're overweight and you're in your late 30s and 40s and never had any kids, and you're looking for a husband. Who do you think's going to get picked up more? The younger, attractive woman, not the older, overweight woman. Let me explain something. Make no mistake. People that talk about the wall isn't real. The wall is real because you will hit the wall. You will realize that you can't pull as much man that you used to pull when you was in your 20s, or you didn't have that younger, youthful face no more. Your face will age up. What do you expect going to happen as you live, as you get older, as you start going to the end of your life? Why do I see a lot of women on TikTok crying that they don't have a man? They're looking for a husband. Why? If the wall isn't the real place, please.
POV.
The wall is more than a real place. Look at it. Miss Independent is tired. They're tired. Y'all are tired. The wall ain't real. Ask the women that's sitting on it like Humpty Dumpty ready to fall whether or not the wall is real. Y'all better wise up. It ain't even about the men so much as it's about you. It's about you. Y'all worried about the men. This is about you. This is about you getting yourself together. This is about you truly understanding your value as a woman. Not insta thought. Not what social media tells you your value is, that your value is only in your sexuality. It's only in how big your booty is. It's only in how many men can slide in your DMs. That should not be the measure of a woman's value at all. But this is what feminism and this is what social media tells you that your value is. And you don't feel that you're valuable unless you're, a bad bee, which doesn't mean anything. In the grand scheme of life, that doesn't mean anything. Who are you on the inside? What kind of person are you? Nobody ever talks about being a good woman internally. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.